Kyle Shanahan's master plan. I think it's come together to me. I've been trying to, it's been so murky to the point where we're thinking, like, does he even like Trey? What is going on? I think everyone pretty much agrees that Mac Jones was his first choice. And you know what? A lot of people might say Mac Jones is better. I mean, Mac Jones is good right now. We'll see how it ends up. All of a sudden, it seems like more of a conversation than it seemed like in March. You know what I'm saying? In May. It's like, well, you can make the argument. Mac Jones was anyway.
Well, the only reason though, too, that is the case is because you know that you could have had Mac at 12. So the argument is Mac at 12 better than Trey at 3 with all the capital?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, but I mean that's where people are coming from.
Right. Of course. And that's where I'm coming from. But it's been reported he wanted Mac. He said if you like him at 12, you want him at 3, then you should like him at 3. And maybe in hindsight, Mac Jones was worth a top 3. Who knows? Anyway, it's interesting to hear Kyle say, well, I like Trey. So I think what happened was he liked Mac Jones a lot. There's a lot to like. But he liked Trey Lance too. I like them both too. I get that. I like Trey more. He might have liked Mac more. I like them both. Anyway, I think what happened is it's pretty clear. Whether or not he likes Trey Lance, he likes him. This plan to keep Jimmy Garoppolo and draft Trey Lance was not Kyle Shanahan's plan. It was John Lynch's plan. That's pretty clear. I mean, Kyle pivoted. He likes Trey Lance. He's down to coach him. But this whole, I mean, Kyle wanted Mac Jones. He wanted Jimmy gone. He wanted Mac Jones. He wanted a fresh start. He wanted to do what Bill Belichick did, I guess. And it seemed like the organization overruled him. They're like, no, we're going to stick with Jimmy. We're going to try to keep him one more year, maybe trade him. We're going to go with Trey. And Kyle's like, okay, fine. That's cool. I'm in. But that's not his plan. It's John's plan, most likely. And the reason they did it is to contend. You like Mac Jones? Well, how do you know Mac Jones is better than a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo? Healthy Jimmy Garoppolo took us to the Super Bowl. We want to contend. So we want to win this year and plan for the future. That's John's plan. And Kyle can be like, all right, I mean, it's not what I would do, but I'll give it a shot. So if it works out, great. You know, Kyle's a genius, John's a genius, everyone works out, blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't, it's John's ass.
Yeah.
It's not Kyle's ass. It's John's ass. And the way they're both acting right now supports that theory, man. Kyle's chilling. He's like, oh, no, we had a good bye week. I saw my family. I was working on, it just doesn't seem really to break a sweat. He's whispering stuff. John, meanwhile, is answering tough questions. He's sweating it out like, oh, when did
Looks like he hasn't had a haircut in a month.
Yeah, like when did I first start scouting Trey? Oh, I was telling you, I just have to check my notes on that one. It's like, oh my God. He's the one who seems like we gotta win. We gotta win. And Kyle's like, I mean, it seems to me if they don't make the playoffs and Jed feels he needs to hold someone accountable, it's easy to hold John accountable. This was his plan. He said it was going to work. Let's stick with Jimmy. We're going to make the playoffs. Oh, my God, it didn't work again. Well, why would that be good for Kyle, though, if John gets fired? Well, I don't think Kyle wanted John here to begin with. I think Kyle just wanted to run everything. And Jed's like, whoa. You're 37. I can't just do that. We got to bring. So he's all right. Well, you know what? 5 years later, enough with that. Like, thank you, John. I gave you a job, but like, you kind of got in the way at the end and told me what to do, and your plan didn't work. And look at these draft picks. And now I just got more power. Because what are they going to do? They could like promote John Lynch, or he'll resign or something, because you don't want to fire a Hall of Famer, but they'll do something to make it clean. And then they'll probably promote Adam Peters, which is just essentially promoting Kyle. So they make the playoffs, good. They don't make the playoffs, Kyle gets more power. Life is grand for Kyle. He's all good. John is over here, man, like, man, I hope Kyle gets me to the playoffs, man. I don't know if I don't know, man. I would have to question Kyle's motives if I were John, because to me, look, this is the vibe I was getting from Chip in 2016. I felt he thought, look, if we lose this year, it's all good. Like they're gonna fire Trent, not me. They're gonna hold Trent. How could they hold me accountable? It's my first year here, Trent's been here. Well, he guessed wrong. Maybe Kyle's guessing wrong, but I think that's what he's guessing. Like, look, if everything goes bad, it's on John anyway, and I'll get more power. So I'll be good. Sorry, John. I like you. We can still be friends. I got a lot of friends, though. So if you don't want to be friends, it's all good. You can join Matt Flores, my non-friend.
Okay. So a lot to unpack here.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I like it, but I like it. And here's why I say that kind of jives is if it is true that Shanahan wanted Mac, right? Let's just operate under that premise and that he liked Trey number 2. Well, Jimmy is kind of that stopgap. You're right. And Jimmy was also Lynch's guy. So he can say, listen, like we got Mac here basically for a year.
Yep.
I like Jimmy and you like Jimmy.
Yep.
I mean, he got us to the Super Bowl. How can you not like Jimmy? So that all jives.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes a lot of sense. But also, Grant, we've been saying for 5 months that Lynch was going to get fired if this team wasn't a winning team.
Everyone agrees.
Knew it.
Everyone agrees. If this goes south, it's Lynch's head. Well, why? I think we all agree that he stepped in and took charge this offseason. We applauded him at the time. We really wanted Trey Lance over Mac Jones. Well, that's becoming murky. You can still argue that Lance was the right case, but the clincher here is keeping Jimmy. Getting Lance required keeping Jimmy. And keeping Jimmy meant winning now. And missing the playoffs is just, it doesn't make Kyle look bad if internally he was like, well, I didn't want to do this. This is exactly why I didn't want to do it. This is why I wanted Mac Jones over Jimmy Garoppolo, because Jimmy gets hurt. Jimmy gets hurt. Yup, that's what happens. I would rather have Mac Jones. We'd be doing better. This is what I said. I love Trey, but not this year. That's why he's running quarterback counter and freaking stuff like that. Oh, you say he can run your offense? Yeah, but not this year. He's making a point. And he's holding John Lynch out to dry. And I'm glad I don't work in the NFL. It's rough.
Man, listen, like I said, you threw a lot out there. I can see credence for a lot of it. I'm not positive. I love the conviction, though. I will say this, though, and I said it a couple weeks ago, and you tend to agree that whether he was doing it on purpose or not, he was setting Lynch up to be fired by not playing a whole draft class. Essentially, every time you have somebody go down and you should play somebody from the draft class, nope, they're not ready. They need to sit a year. We'll go get a veteran who was on the streets and we could have had 100 times over this offseason. And not only are we going to pick him up this week, but they're going to start this week because the rookie's not ready. So I just feel like there's so many things, so many outs that Shanahan has that it's got to be Lynch if they don't win.
This is how the NFL works. It's not a culture of accountability. When things go, it's not like the military. When things go bad, people are like, yo, that's on me. That was on me. Blame me. It's not how it works, even at the highest levels.
Finger pointing.
Yeah, I mean, these jobs don't come around very long. They go quickly. And if you fail once, you may not get another one. So when it starts to be clear that things are going south, it's very strategic. Everyone starts sort of positioning their pieces on the board and creating their defense and their blame. And I think Kyle's doing a much better job than John Lynch right now.
Well, they do it for a couple of reasons. One, they want to stick around with the team they're on, but two, they have to look good to the rest of the league in case they do become available.
True.
And let's be clear, Kyle Shanahan's never taken responsibility for a damn thing. He's not going to start now. It's just not in his personality.